Welcome back to Pawplexity, a podcast about how living with dogs
and cats
keeps rewriting the way we live, we think, and we try to figure things out. One German,
one Brit,
and one American.
3 very different dogs and 3 humans still learning. We talk about behavior, about instincts, mistakes, joy, heartbreak, and the complicated and beautiful reality of sharing your life with a pet. We don't have all the answers, but we are here to explore the questions. I'm Annika, and today we're talking about socialization, but not in the usual way. Not about puppy classes, not about the checklist, and not whether your dog met enough other dogs before 16 weeks. Instead, we want to talk about the worlds our dogs grew up in, because our dogs didn't grow up in the same world. Josh grew up before COVID in a busy social world. Bowie and Makenzie grew up during the pandemic when the world suddenly became small and quiet. And Max is growing up now in a busy world again, but with parents who already had a dog before. Today is less about how to socialize a puppy and more about a different question. Are we socializing dogs for life or the world we happen to be living in at the moment? Bruce and Ben are here with me today. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Ben.
hello, thanks for having me.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Hi. So both of you, if you think back to your dogs as puppies, what kind of world did they grow up in?
Well, Bowie's was a very regimented, routined world, I guess. He had, the days were exactly the same every day in a COVID world. Wake up, do his poos, do his wheeze, go to the park, come back. That was it.
But he did go to the park and meet other dogs.
He did go to the park and meet other dogs. He did have, he did socialise, and no day was the same. We saw more dogs back then than you do now, because people wanted to get out and go to the park because it was the only place you could go freely. So there's a lot of people and their dogs there. So yeah, he did have a good social life, actually a very good social life in the pandemic.
So it would be the other way around than we expected, that instead of when the world opened up again, it would be busy again. His world quieted down a bit.
Probably.
Yeah. Same for Makenzie,
Yeah.
I would say. And Bruce, what about yours?
Yeah, so, Judge, we tried to take him to dog parks and, get him to be in front of friends' dogs. It was pre-COVID, so the world was normal for us. And
what is normal?
Yeah, I mean, not having to, wear a mask and worry about COVID. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty normal. We had a house at the time, so we had a backyard and we could just, let him out and he would run around. So yeah, after we moved to London, he didn't have that anymore. We had to look for more dog parks, but yeah, for the most part, he was, I feel like he grew up kind of a normal life before the craziness.
Can you remind us how that was? So how did you plan for all the socialization, where he should meet dog, what stimuli he was introduced to?
So I had a friend that had a dog, the Rottweiler, as he was Trigger, and he was the first dog that we introduced him to, and it was like this little guy and this big dog, and he put him in his place a couple of times, but they got along well. And then after that, it was really just going to dog parks and hoping that he wasn't going to get attacked. And, I was nervous in the beginning, probably more nervous than him. He loved every minute of it. He got to run around. And yeah, that was basically it.
Did you think he learned that? Did he have a lot of different outings and different settings every day? Because as Ben said, for Makenzie, it was the dog parks. 3 dog parks, we went to them every day. Was it different for Judge pre-COVID?
So, in the US, even still now, like you're limited to where you could take him. In London, you could take them to more places, like a pub. I would take him to the pub when I was in London. Like here, I don't take him out as much. But I also have a car here, which I didn't have in London. So I take him he just sits in the car in the passenger seat. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't so much planning. I just kind of took him where I could.
Do you think he needs to adjust a lot because it's quite different lives? I wanted to touch on that later. All of our dogs had to change lifestyles quite a bit So how long do you think did it take him to adapt, or was he just unfazed?
Yeah, no, he definitely took time to adapt. Like when we moved to London, he needed some time. He we mentioned in the previous episodes, like for him to poo on the concrete, it was it was a big moment because he just wasn't used to it. We had a backyard, so he was always on the grass, and that was like his throne, I guess, so to speak. And when he was going on the concrete, it was like new to him. So yeah, he needed time to adjust, but it wasn't too bad.
Is it?
I mean, listen, it's not like he could hold it that long.
I think Makenzie can forever. If she doesn't want to poo, I think she can hold it. How about Bowie?
What is poo?
But not particularly the poo, but maybe the adjusting.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a big adjustment coming from Canada to England because he went from a small apartment, going to the park every day to like a farmhouse with his own little garden, his own little field, and he already had a pack here, so it was quite a big change for him to have like a little family. But he adapted very, very well. He's very, very social dog anyway. Laid down the rule as soon as he got here, told them that he was the boss, and that was it.
That life is so simple for him. It's just easy.
It is.
Yeah. Makenzie was super socialized for Seattle, but for London it took us a while. So she was, the first day she went out for a pee, she was afraid of the wind. Which, well, I'm not sure if she was afraid, but she was just distracted by
Canary
it.
Wharf wind is different though, isn't it?
Yes.
That's like a little funnel tunnel, wind tunnel.
But at the beach, it never disturbs her at all. Just in Canary Wharf, in this little green spot where every dog went to pee and poo, didn't work. She couldn't go for a while because we arrived in beginning of September. I think it was quite windy for a while.
So I was much more strict with Judge. I was like a new, like I said, like we had a few dogs growing up, but he was my first dog, like on my own. So I was super strict with him. We had a dog trainer right away. We crate trained him. With Max, I just don't have time right now. So he's kind of the bad boy because he just gets to do whatever he wants to do. And I haven't had a lot of time to train him. I am going to invest some time and get a trainer for him because he definitely needs it. Like, he's a lunatic on the leash. He barks at everything. And at home, he's still like, he marks, so he'll pee on everything. And it's just getting to be too much. I need to buy a new couch. I just got a new couch. I need another new couch. So yeah, he's a little bit much.
How was that marking thing? Because you have boys. How was that marking thing with both of them?
It's tough. Like yesterday, we were at my in-laws' house for Tatiana's birthday, and we had to like put them in like a little corral cage because even Judge, like Max would go and mark, and Judge would go mark over him. So I was like, we need to get them into a little crate. And Judge is pretty good. Like he normally, I think because of Max, he does it.
Yeah.
But normally he doesn't do it if he's by himself.
Bowie's usually pretty good. I mean, he's peed on people before to mark them, which is not ideal.
Judge has done that to me too.
Yeah. And when someone bends down to greet Bowie, he'll walk behind him, and the person will keep talking to me from down, and that'll be his time to go behind them and pee on their coat or something like that. And I'm like, mate, you can't do that. That's not yours.
What do you want? What do you think? Does he want to express? Like, this person is mine?
I like this person. This is a nice person. So, yeah, I'll keep this one.
It's super good. That person should be very glad.
That's what I said. I said they like you.
They should be honored.
Yeah,
yes, they should.
Bowie never peed on me.
No, do you know what? It was quite a recent thing. It was maybe started. He's only done it like 3 times, but that's 3 times too many.
Okay.
In what time frame?
Yeah, in just like a year. In like a year, it was like,
oh, wow.
I tried to. I'm just so wary now when someone comes up to greet him. I'm like, I'm looking at him the whole time. Like, don't do it.
Is it for new people only, or for people he already met?
Seems like new people.
New people.
Brand new people.
Brand new people.
Yeah.
Very good first impression then.
Yeah. So I'm like, he doesn't usually pee on people.
That's what you say.
Yeah, I know. But no, he doesn't really pee in houses. No, I haven't seen him pee in a house or mark any houses or anything like that. Yeah, he's usually pretty good going around other people's houses and stuff. I still keep an eye because I'm like, if he's sniffing somewhere, if it's like, you know, they've got kids or they've got like these different smells, I'm always a little bit wary. But he responds quickly to like a quick no. Like,
He
don't
does.
do that. Yeah.
Max doesn't yet.
Max marks. Yeah.
But he doesn't respond to a quick no. He's like still all fluffy puffy
no,
in his head.
So Max knows his name already, which is fantastic. If I call his name, he will come to me. I don't think he necessarily knows come, but when he hears his name, he knows something's up. So if I say Max, if I say like in my dog dad voice, no, like he knows something's up, and he'll stop and he'll look at me like, what did I do?
Yeah.
When you're thinking back to puppyhood and socialization, because I didn't think ahead at all. For me, it was like puppyhood. I needed to tick all the boxes and everything, but I really didn't understand that the socialization is important for the life later. Were you aware of how this really impacts your dog's life, how they are set up for life?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We're coming from a daycare, and I saw dogs that weren't socialized and how they behaved, into dogs that were socialized and did behave. So I was like, I know how important it is. So I'm like, that my dog's going to be very well socialized, and from day dot.
Yeah, we knew, and we definitely, like, I did a little bit of research before we got him, so I did know that it was important, and that's why I brought him around my friend's dog, just so he could learn, and also dog parks. That's where he kind of that's where he really socialized and got used to other dogs. Max, I do the dog park thing with him, but he also has Judge. So I feel like he's getting his socialization at home. But I'm definitely wrong a little bit, because when he goes outside on the leash, he barks at every other dog. So I have to start socializing him a little bit more.
Oh, I mean, completely different situation out on the leash, right? So
yeah,
he
exactly.
only has Judge's
is
perspective. So maybe just told him to just be a crazy nerd outside. You never know.
Judge doesn't bark at the other dogs, but when they're together, they both bark, and it drives me nuts.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It really is like siblings, right? Second child is just like running with the others.
Like Judge hears, I don't even think Judge knows what he's barking at, but he hears Max bark, so he just like starts barking.
That sounds like so much fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It really does. So the moving countries thing, was it for you like socializing all over again because everything was different? You did say, Bruce, that Judge took a while to adapt.
Yeah, just really the like walking on the concrete, but everything else was fine. I mean, honestly, I couldn't have asked for a smoother transition with him. He was really good. I mean, even on the plane, he was fine. And I thought that was going to be a disaster, but that ended up being one of the easier parts. I remember getting off the plane at Heathrow, and I brought him into the bathroom with me, and I was like trying to get him to just go real quick before we went through customs and everything, because I thought I'm like, you haven't gone this whole time. And even then he was like, nope, I'm good. And he waited till we got through customs and we got out of the airport. But yeah, there wasn't a whole, I think the biggest adjustment, like I said, was he was used to having a backyard. And when we moved to London, he didn't anymore. Like, we had to walk to parks and whatnot. And then he got more beer.
Yes. So what's the biggest difference between the beers in the US and the UK? Which one does he prefer?
So I mean, I can take this one. I miss the Camden Hells. We don't have it over here.
Do you think your boys would prefer stability or more variation?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Bowie loves his routine. I mean, but he doesn't mind. I mean, I've moved 3 times now, and he's very adaptable. He just, as long as I'm there, he just doesn't. He's fine. We get a new routine, and it is quite amazing how he can just quickly pick up a new routine, pick up what we're doing, pick up that we've like moved somewhere new, and he's fine. But I think he's in a very, very strong routine here now. He's aware that I go away twice a week now. He's fine with it. And I mean, last night I had a bit of trouble getting him out of my mum and dad's bedroom for bedtime. So he's getting quite comfortable with mum and dad now too, which is really good.
So you would just stay there overnight as well? I mean, why not?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got if he sleeps here when I'm not here, he's got a little chair in mum and dad's room that he sleeps on. That's his little chair that he sleeps on by the window. If I'm here, then he sleeps on a little bed in my room.
And the other cousins, where do they all sleep?
Oh, they got they got to sleep. We've got a dog room here with dog beds and things like that. So they sleep in the in the dog room. But I'm quite strict on Bowie can't sleep with the other dogs. He's got to be pampered.
Absolutely, he
Yeah.
deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah.
These poor cousins, they must hate him so much.
Yeah.
And all the special treatment.
I think they do. Yeah. And like, why does he get to go out there and we don't?
Socialization for me was to prevent stress in the moment, to get Makenzie used to all of these things in life that annoy, like the vacuum cleaner, washing machine, and all of these things to prevent stress. But
Yeah,
I
it's the
think
noises, isn't it? It's the noises as well. It's not just the socializations of the dogs. It's all the noises when you hear walking down the street. It's the sirens. It's the the unexpected noises, the revving cars, things like that. That's what socialization is. It's not just dog socialization. It's like world socialization, isn't it? This is the world.
exactly. And to be set up for success in the sense that new things don't scare you. I think in that
Yeah.
very brief young period is that important that go into a stressful moment where you experience something, or not you, but the dog experience something that is new, that is maybe a bit intimidating in the beginning. And then out of that, go into recovery and then really work through and just decide this is A, no longer scary, but B, further down the road, new impulses are not necessarily scary all the time. They can also turn out to be something nice or something to be decided later if they're scared or not. So that brings me to this positive and negative stress angle that we talked about before. For humans, it's the same, right? You can be stressed and still work through the situation, or you could handle negative stress really, really badly and spiral a bit into something less desirable. So, do you think your dogs? I mean, Bowie, I know the answer already. Judge, I'm not so sure. I do think Judge is a bit more balanced out, and Mackenzie's just on the other side of the scale. But do you think your dogs became more confident after a difficult experience? Or is it the other way? Is it more intimidating for them?
Go on,
I
Bruce, you
think,
go first.
yeah, I think with Judge, I think with age, he's gotten more like comfortable with, outside influences like, like a siren or noise. He wasn't always like that. And he's still sometimes like he'll get scared. Like just yesterday, I was walking him and there was something that made a noise off in the distance, and it was kind of a loud noise. And he jumped and he ran like he runs to me, so he like gets like by my feet
Yeah.
when he gets scared. So it's like I have to be like I'm the protector, and but like Max is scared of his own shadow. Max goes outside. I mean, before I even take him outside, he's already shivering, and it's not even cold. It's just like I think that's his anxiety. But
Oh.
I try to keep him as comfortable as possible. When I notice him, like if I notice he's scared, I pick him up and I hold him so he's not too uncomfortable.
Has he made the experience that something scary can turn out to be something not scary at all if he investigates and sticks to it for a while?
Who, Max?
Because Judge has probably.
I mean, he's still scared of the door, so
Oh God, poor baby.
not so much. I
Okay.
mean, I have to like pull him across the threshold.
Oh.
So yeah, he's a scaredy cat. I mean, we're working on it. We're working on it. Like we like I said, we did the wee pad training because it was just too cold this winter. It was super cold here, so he would not have lasted outside. And so now that the weather's getting nicer, I'm taking him out more and more. So I think he's gonna get a little bit more confidence. Plus, I mean, you know, when we got him in September, and he was like 8 weeks old. So he's still only like 7, 8 months.
Jeez, he's still young, still a pup.
Yeah, he's still a puppy.
Yeah.
Was he
But
anxious from the beginning?
he annoys Judge so much, but it's so funny.
Our second child, like I mean, second sibling. It is what we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, are you second sibling or further down the line then?
I'm second.
I'm second. Me too. Bruce, are you?
Yep, second. We're all second.
There we are. See, this is why we
That's
get
why
along
we
so well.
gravitated towards each other.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so Max hasn't made that experience with the stress impulse yet. Bowie, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even realize something is stressful because he just like flies through his life. The happy little person he is.
He got told off by a big dog in the park when he was little. And that's a bit of a trigger for him now. If he sees a bigger dog, regardless of whether they're female or male, he always gets a bit anxious when he initially sees them. If it's a little dog or a dog that's his size or smaller, he'll go straight up, which is annoying sometimes. Like don't charge someone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his only real trigger, to be honest. Is a bigger dog. But apart from that, it's the Hoover, which I think is quite a common one. Hoover makes me quite anxious. I don't think that's going to ever change. Thunder and lightning, like really lucky, doesn't even blink an eyelid. Which
fireworks?
Fireworks, nothing.
Oh, amazing.
Same.
Absolutely nothing. Well, I don't understand why, because that's not, fireworks aren't like a common thing. So when they come around, it's like, I don't know why he is so calm with him. He literally just chills like he would without them. So yeah, very rare.
Yeah, Judge hates the vacuum. He's petrified of it.
Yeah,
it's like
it's a weird loud noise, isn't it? I mean, it's
Who is that?
You don't like the vacuum, right?
Yes.
Judge.
We know, Judge. We know.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't like it? So yeah, he doesn't like the vacuum. Fireworks and like thunder, he's not really too fazed by it, but we've never, I guess when we lived in our house, like it was more noisy, but like we've been in kind of like buildings that are pretty well insulated. So he doesn't hear them too much. If we were outside, he'd probably be a little freaked out. Like if we were close to them. But yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, he's pretty good with noises. Just the vacuum.
Yeah, same. I think Makenzie doesn't like the vacuum because it takes her stuff. She thinks that it takes her stuff away, like all the fur, and then whenever we go towards her bed or her toy box, she's like super, super adamant that vacuum never goes there. So she's really like attacking us a lot, but she jumps on it and she tries to stop it. So it's a bit of a difficulty here sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, Judge, once we put his toys away, he goes and he takes them right back out. It's like he's like,
nope. Yep.
Taking them out. So the house is always a mess.
Well, it's a dog house. It should be, right?
Yes, and cat.
And sorry, and cat. It's a 2-cat, 2-dog house. So
yes.
Sorry, Nipsey.
It's a zoo.
Sorry, Duchess.
It's a zoo. We call it the zoo.
When is the next one coming?
I don't know. Probably sooner than later.
You think? What will it be? Cat or dog or parrot?
It'll be a dog.
Another
really?
dog.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
you have someone in mind already.
No, we need a house first.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Once we move out of the apartment, then I want to get, because I do want a bigger dog.
So this Rottweiler is coming back. The
Maybe.
Rottweiler
I like golden
retrievers.
I really love golden retrievers.
Oh,
although Judge does not like golden retrievers. See, he's growling again.
Yeah, I don't like them either, Judge.
But I love them, and they're so funny looking. You don't like goldens?
Good boy, Judge. Good boy.
You don't like golden retrievers.
Okay, that's decided. So no
Judge,
golden retriever for Judge. That's it.
But yeah, I mean, they're just so funny looking to me. Like, they always seem to be in a good mood. They always seem to be happy. I've never seen like a mad golden retriever in my life.
Judge needs to be okay.
Yes, Judge needs to. He has to. His final stamp of approval has
Always.
to be on it.
The right of the firstborn. Annoying.
Although we didn't really get your approval for Max.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if you get a puppy with a golden retriever and he grows up with a smaller golden retriever, he'll just learn to love it, won't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my head is at. Like, if we get the dog as a puppy, he'll be more forgiving. Although there's a neighbor of mine has a Doberman Pinscher, and it's a beautiful dog. I like all dogs. There's really no dog I don't love.
Funny enough, when you talk about them, you have a tendency towards like the bigger, more physically intimidating looking ones because they're made that way. And at home, you have all of these tiny puppies.
I know.
Super funny.
For work, I have this big pickup truck, and my wife is like, "It's so funny when you hop out of it with with Max, with your Chihuahua."
True, and a bumpski.
Yeah.
That's funny. So Bowie, for his fear of bigger dogs, talking about bigger dogs, did you work somehow on it to overcome it, or is it just what it is? Because he does live with very big cousins.
Big dogs, and he's it's more, I didn't really know what to do about that, to be honest. I mean, I just kept taking him on walks. He kept encountering bigger dogs, and he's fine if once he gets close and he's sort of inspected, but he doesn't like them inspecting him.
Fair.
Yeah, he doesn't like them going over him, and like he just gets his little gnashes out. Never bites, obviously, but he just gives them a little warning. Yeah, but he's got worse with age of that. There's a few things he's got worse with age. Actually, he's less tolerant than he with other dogs now than he would be when he was younger.
Worse or more expressive?
More expressive.
I mean, always two ways to see it. Maybe he's
more
just
expressive.
better and
these are my boundaries. Don't cross.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And previously, when he was younger, he was just like play.
Play. Yeah,
that's
like
it.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. See. I
So
always wanted.
We might know the answer, but so how's Makenzie with the bigger dogs?
She loves them. She's
really
absolutely she loves the biggest, the baddest.
So it's the little ones that she doesn't like.
Little and white are usually like these squirrel trigger. She goes when they.
Squirrel trigger.
How did Bowie survive?
Yeah. Well, no, Bowie is like medium sized, I would say.
Yeah.
But the really smaller ones that she likes to hunt, and when they bark and then run away, I think for her it's this. Oh, it's like a squirrel or a mouse, and then
we got to get Max and Makenzie together. Yeah,
I'm not so sure because she takes out her teeth, and he seems to be a bit too delicate.
He's pretty quick though.
She killed a mouse or two, and she bit on the tail of one of these geckos, so she can be quick. It's she can do some not real damage, but she's fast, and she knows her boundaries very, very well, but also she communicates them a little late for my taste. So
it's quite a once you see Ken's sort of stance change, you're like, oh god.
quick. Or maybe she isn't. Well, maybe she does communicate really well, but also you have to be super quick in reacting. So maybe it's like I always watch her little mouth.
Non-verbal communication.
It very much is.
You have to look at her posture.
Yes, her posture and the teeth, because when she takes out her wolf teeth, like when the mouth starts to snarl, even
those big teeth of hers.
Millimeter, you just move away quickly because then she has she's physically so fit and strong.
She's very strong.
Yeah,
very strong dog.
So Max would maybe not be the best companion until he's a little older. She doesn't like puppy energy, and she got really better at expressing that. So it's when they are just like too yappy and too jumpy, she's not interested in that anymore.
Yeah, no, Bowie's the same. Bowie tolerates puppies now, but he's sort of, and he won't tell them off. He just sort of like does give him a little tell off, but he's like I think he knows how annoying he used to be when he was a puppy. It's like, yeah, this was
Oh.
me. This was me.
Well, she doesn't remember and she tells them off instantly.
Yeah.
That's true. Judge was very annoying as a puppy.
Oh, God,
So
yeah.
I guess he's got a little leeway with Max. But Max is also very annoying. I mean, it's like sometimes I have to just separate them because I feel bad for Judge because Max is like tugging on him, like jumping on him, and like
Oh,
Judge just wants to sit there and lay down.
oh, poor boy. I mean, it's always good to have some quality time, also separately, right? To
Yes.
just let the firstborn know they're still number one.
Yes.
Yep.
Thinking back, would you do anything differently? Because, I mean, Bruce, you're just at that moment where you remember everything that you did with Judge and maybe should have done differently. You're right in the middle of this. Is there anything where you remember from Judge's time that you know
So with
fine?
Judge, I think we nailed it with him. You know, like we did. Like I was just such a new, like dog parent. I was just super nervous. I mean, if anything, I would not be as quick to go to the vet. Like we had our vet episode, so you guys already are familiar with his stuff with that. But yeah, I mean, with Max, I need to start training him a little bit better, and it's definitely not too late. He's still young enough, but we're gonna get him a trainer because I don't want to have a disobedient dog. I mean, he's just so small that I could just pick him up, and he's not aggressive. That's the one thing that's great. Like a lot of times, like Chihuahuas can be aggressive,
Yeah.
and they're known to be those. Like I remember my vet was telling me once, she's like, I've never been afraid of like a big dog, but I've been afraid of a Chihuahua. When we got him, and so he's not like that. He's super loving. He loves to cuddle. So he's not an aggressive dog, but we definitely have to start training him better. But with Judge, yeah, I think we nailed it.
But is it
You're
with
perfect,
Max?
Judge.
Of course you are. Do you feel that? Because I feel smaller dogs are usually when they're yappy or expressing themselves and they have these higher, more annoying voices. They're being picked
his
up and
bark is so
then
loud.
not often you just like go over the situation and we don't really take time for the smaller dogs to really think through what are you going through, what do you want to say, what is annoying you, or what is impacting you right now to just like react this way. If small dog, you just pick them up and then you move on without really spending time on their state of mind. Do you realize yourself doing that to Max as well?
So
Because he's
I
just that
try
size.
not to pick him up when he misbehaves because I know that then that kind of encourages them to misbehave. So and like I said, it's been so cold. He hasn't been out much. But like now it's getting warmer, so I have been taking him out. And when he starts to bark, I just stand in front of him and I just tell him no and, yank on the leash a little bit. And I think he gets the point. But yeah, no, I try not to pick him up because I know that that's like reinforcing bad behavior.
Yeah, also not listening. It's like just like remove him from the situation without being able to resolve it. That's always
Yeah, I try not to do the air jail thing.
Okay. And then for you, anything that you would do differently? I mean, Bowie is just so easy. It's hard to find
Yeah.
anything. It's
I
like,
don't know,
no,
to be
why?
honest. I mean, I've worked hard when he was, socializing him and stuff, so I don't think I'd do anything differently. I think I'd have, yeah, I think I did everything right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Both
I
of
did
you.
everything right. I mean, he's a good boy.
Mm,
Um, I
all
mean,
three are.
yeah, I mean, the only really thing I used to do was I don't think this is a bad thing, but I used to. So, he used to be really quite naughty when he was playing with dogs in the park when he was younger, and he used to take things and then like sometimes he'd get a little bit too nippy with the dogs, like
Mm-hmm.
a bit bitey and like make a bit too feisty sometimes. So I just sort of like when we just talking about picking up, I used to pick him up, remove him from the situation, and he wouldn't be allowed to go back for like he'd have like a timeout. like a timeout from play, and like in
Yeah.
like 5 minutes, and then he'd go back, and he learned though. He learned. He was like, right, if I do that again, I'm going to be taken away. So yeah,
Yeah. Gives him time to calm down a bit
calm
also.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, right. I bit that
Yeah.
one. So that's
Maybe that wasn't the
was
best idea.
yeah. No, but apart from that, yeah, can't really, like you said, easy. He is easy.
Yeah, he is.
What about you with Ken's?
Well, I started thinking in the beginning that it was all about like basic obedience. So she has to function in my world. And that is really not her. I mean, it is absolutely important, the basic obedience. I'm not saying it is
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
but I didn't transfer it into later life. Like, yes, she needs to sit, and absolutely she needs to have a recall, which she still doesn't. So we're still working on that. But but the being able or being equipped to handle situations later in life that I don't control, that are not the vacuum cleaner or not the car door. So I think I didn't spend enough time on really understanding what does that actually mean, the socialization. What is the point of it? And it's not only the one or the other thing. It's like really equip a dog for their life to be able to handle difficult situations. And
yeah.
that I picked up pretty late. Also, she leashes out a lot. Like when there's a situation she doesn't like, she's like teeth out first. And I, a year and a half ago, I started to step in, like change the side, put her on the other side of the dog that she's maybe reacting to or soon to react to. So I put myself always in between to show her that I'm just here to protect you, because she doesn't come to me naturally. I think it's also this more primal breeds. They just
Yeah,
don't look
yeah.
for guidance or for help. So she wants to solve everything on her own. And now I started to just like put myself in between the trigger situation and her, to make her see that I'm here. You don't have to solve it. I'm going to solve it together or for you. And ever since she understood that this is happening every single time, she is like super quick to move on from situations.
Oh, that's
It
good.
is, yeah, it is like every single day I'm like just amazed by how well it works. She's still intrigued. She still wants to go there. She still obviously is like wired to be interested in that situation, but we can move on from it, which is something that we previously never could.
Amazing.
So
That's awesome. So it can be
yeah,
done at later ages then.
definitely. It's a lot of effort and understanding not only the mechanisms, but really what does it mean. And that is the point that I wanted to make. It really is about understanding the impact that all of these educations, trainings that have on the dog being able to make good decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's the
You
point.
can
Yeah.
teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
You do.
Exactly.
Well, she's not old.
No.
Let's put it
No,
that way. She is
it's
not.
true. Old,
I'm neither. So.
a non-puppy.
A non-puppy. A grown-up human also. I would say let's just move on to the book tip, because it is a very fitting one for this episode. I'd like to recommend a dog called Being a Dog by Alexandra Horowitz. The book explores how dogs experience the world through their senses and how different their world actually is from ours, which is what we just talked about. It's a very nice reminder that when we talk about socialization or behavior, we're really talking about how dogs experience the world we put them in. And that is one of the most important points to make.
Thanks for listening, guys. Tell us about your struggles with socialization if you've had any, or your successes with socialization again if you've had any. We'd love to hear from you.
Lovely. So this was the Pawplexity podcast, and today we talked about socialization. And maybe socialization is not about raising dogs who have seen everything. Maybe it is about raising dogs who believe they can handle things they haven't seen yet. We'll be back next time with another everyday moment that turns out to be more complicated than it looked, or maybe not. Bruce and Ben, thank you for being here with us.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yes, it was nice to be here. Thank you guys for listening, and remember to pick up after your dog.
Bye, guys. See you soon.
See ya.
Take care.